He asked prayer. Dear Father, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for this school. I thank you for what it represents, God. Thank you for each of these 6 athletes that are up here and the time that they've invested here in Calvary. I thank you for the teachers and the coaches and the parents and everybody that has invested time in each one of these student athletes, God. Thank you for the opportunity that they're going to get at the next level. Pray that you would continue to be with them. Pray that you would bless them, continue to protect them. And I thank you for everything that you do for us. In your name I pray. Amen. It's a special day when a student athlete achieves their goal of getting offered an opportunity to continue their athletic career at the college level. Earlier this year, we had 6 student athletes that had the opportunity to sign. Today, we have 7 more that are signing across 5 sports. One of our student athletes wasn't able to be here today. With today's signing ceremony, we get the chance to recognize the talent, the achievements, hard work that these young men and women have poured into their sport for many years. For most of these students, they began playing sports as early as 5 or 6 years old. They played t-ball or little league or middle school, rec ball, travel or select competitions, AAU, and then obviously into high school. There has been a lot of time, money, and work that has been invested in each of them. These 7 are already in an elite group of high school athletes at the national average. High school athletes play at about a 7% from high school going into college. By sport, 6% of high school golfers get an opportunity to play at the next level, 8% for baseball, 4% for women's tennis, 8% for women's soccer, and 6% for men's soccer. These athletes are extremely rare in company. This opportunity did not just happen. Along their path, dozens of people have played a huge part in either their love for the game, pushed them to be their best, and made them believe that they could do something that they thought they could not. Helped them develop, invested in them, and supported them. At the center of all of that is their parents. So parents, before we recognize each of these athletes, I would like to stop and recognize you for all of the investment each of you have made in your son and daughter and your unwavering support to get to this point right here. So thank you, parents. God gives everybody the ability and talent to do different things in life. What we choose to do with that ability and talent is completely up to us. I pray that these 7 student athletes continue to use their talents and their ability to glorify Him in all that they do. This afternoon, we are going to recognize each of them individually. Once we acknowledge all of the athletes, we will have them sign their letter of intent, and then we will have family come to the stage for pictures. So to start off, I'm going to ask Coach Jerry Stewart that will come and speak about Finley Jeffers, who will be signing with Columbus State University Tennis.
sorry. I'm so thankful for the phone call I received about 3 years ago from Kim Jeffers, Finley's mother. She was asking me if I would coach Finley in tennis. Well, I had retired a week before that for the second time. And so I told her I had to pray about it because I was trying to retire again. Well, I'm so thankful that I said yes to that. This was about 3 years ago. Finley was around 16 at the time. And I knew her very little, but I started to realize that she was a great tennis player already, and she had a huge faith. Finley is hardworking, independent, respectful, giving. She cares deeply about others, and she's smart. Not only book smart, but she taught me so much about my phone. She would tell me things, and I would say, "How do you know these things, Finley?" But she could tell me so many things, and we got lots of laughs. Finley's fun, and she's adventurous. I go to Zimbabwe periodically for a mission trip over time. We go there and we teach tennis camps, and we share our love for Jesus. So I decided I really wanted to take Finley. So I started talking to her about our trip that was coming up. This was last summer. This year, that particular year, we were joining with Athletes in Action, which is a college ministry for college athletes. And we were going to be going with college tennis players. So I talked to the director that was going. I knew him. And I asked if I could take my teenager, Finley Jeffers. She was 17 at the time. And he said, "Do you think she can do it?" I said, "Oh, yeah, she can." As I started talking to Finley about this trip, I said, "Finley, have you ever flown before?" And she said, "No." I said, "Well, from Atlanta to Johannesburg, South Africa, this is Delta's longest nonstop flight in the world. It's 15 hours. And she goes, "Okay." Once we get there in Johannesburg, South Africa, we fly a short flight into Zimbabwe. She was all in. Zimbabwe is a third world country. It's a beautiful country. I've had the pleasure of being there 9 times now. So the next thing we had to conquer were her parents. Now I want you to know, I understand why Finley is the way she is. Her parents are amazing. I'm privileged to get to know them as well. As a tennis coach of junior players, it's a family event. And I've been so privileged these last 3 years with her family. Kim asked me, "Is it safe?" And I said, "Well, I'm not really sure how to answer that question because it's different every time we go. But since I've been 8 times, that should tell you something." Well, that was enough for her. So we were all in. This trip did not disappoint. We were able to experience 2 new things that I have never experienced before in Zimbabwe. One day we were on the court teaching our tennis camp, and we look up and the African tennis coaches and the African students are hitting the ground. They're quietly laying down, face down, and we just started looking around. So we got down, face down on the court. And, being an American, I thought, "Oh my gosh, it's a mass shooting." So, but it was not, I didn't hear anything. So I kind of whispered to the person closest to me. I said, "What's going on here?" They said, "It's killer bees." So we just laid very still, and I kind of glanced up and I saw this swarm, and I could hear this buzzing. And we laid there quietly for 10 minutes. And the swarm moved its way across the tennis courts, and then it moved on. And then the coaches started getting up one by one, not loud. They said, "It's okay." So we got back to our tennis camp, and I thought, that's a first. The next thing that happened was one night we were with, how many people in our house? We had about 12 people in the house we were staying in. It was an American home. They own the home in Zimbabwe because they go there often. And in Zimbabwe, all the houses have walls around them. They have burglar alarms. They have burglar bars. They have wires that set off motion detectors. But because we had 12 people in the home, the people that owned the house decided they wouldn't use that and that we would be fine. So about 4 a.m., I got up to go to the bathroom, and I came back to my room, and within 5 minutes, I heard the people that own the house say, "Who's there?" And I thought, oh my gosh, I woke them up, and I felt so bad. Well, in the morning when they came into our room, and they said, "We had an intruder last night." And I said, oh my goodness, because I knew I was up. We went into the living room. The burglar bars had been bent back. The windows were open. And Finley had left her wallet in the living room, but she had taken her money out because we were going to be using it the next day to go somewhere. So she had not left anything, but it was unzipped and open. Nothing was missing. Another indication of God's protection over us. So another new experience. 2 nights later, we ended up getting a security guard to sit there. In Zimbabwe, it's in the southern hemisphere, so it was winter. It was the sun would go down at 6 o'clock at night. So at 6 o'clock it was dark. So we had our security guard that stayed on our porch from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And 2 nights later from the first incident, somebody hops the wall around 11 p.m. Next thing we hear the security guard, "Get out of here!" and everything. So he was chased off. Again, we were protected. So Finley thrived in Africa. She was amazing. As you know, Finley had a horrible car accident in the fall over a year ago. The Bible says what the enemy meant for evil, God meant for good. In Zimbabwe, after each tennis camp, each college student and Finley had to share their testimony after we taught tennis. They had to share their testimony about their walk with Jesus. Finley shared about that difficult day of her wreck and her long journey to recovery, and how God has used this awful experience for his glory and for her betterment. The African tennis students were totally engaged, and I was in tears as I was trying to video her speaking to those African tennis students. Finley is heading to Columbus State University to play tennis. She is currently playing better tennis than she was pre-accident. The Lady Cougars are currently ranked number 9 in the country, and I am the assistant tennis coach, so I will get to continue my journey with Finley. Finley has surrendered her life to Jesus Christ. She will walk out his plan for her life. I encourage all of you athletes and all of you here to surrender your life 100% to Jesus Christ, because if you don't, his will for your life will never be seen. And he has a plan for your life. He has a plan to maximize himself through your life and to maximize you. Finley has chosen to do that. Thank you.
Well, at first I want to thank Miss Jerry for sacrificing her time to come speak very highly of me, words that I probably don't deserve. But I also want to thank God for giving me this passion and people who can help support me not only financially but physically to continue to chase this dream. It's been a dream since I was little to play college tennis, and so I'm so honored and excited to be able to live this out. And I just want to thank my parents for all their sacrifices, the many hours and the thousands of dollars spent on hotel rooms and car rides to all these tournaments. It's been fun, and I can't wait to continue this dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Jerry and Finley. I'm going to speak to the three baseball guys, and we've kind of called them the big three since they kind of came up, really starting in freshman year. Bryson transferred in, Tommy and Cam being here in 8th grade or playing in 8th grade. The development, the growth, the perseverance with all three of these guys. I know as a coaching staff, we're extremely proud of all three of them. I'm not going to share any stories because I probably can't share them with all of you, but there are definitely some stories with these three over the last 3 years that have made for pretty incredible times. I'm going to start with Bryson Brooks. Bryson has been a part of the Calvary baseball program for 4 years, 3 years as a varsity starter. Bryson has been an impact bat and a defender during his time at Calvary. He showed some of the most growth from his time as a freshman to a senior. I'm proud of Bryson, how he contributed to this program on and off the field over the last 4 years. Bryson had to overcome shoulder surgery this past offseason and worked extremely hard to be ready for the start of this season. He has one of the prettiest swings that we've ever had come through Calvary. He leaves with the sixth most all-time in home runs. We are so excited about Bryson and the next chapter of his playing career. His Calvary career stats, he had played in 83 games. He had 59 hits, 15 doubles, 9 home runs, 59 runs, 50 RBIs, 25 stolen bases, had a .295 batting average and a .452 on base. He was all-region and all-state last year in 2024, and he's been selected already to all-region in 2025. He was a team member of the 23 and 24 state championship teams. Bryson will be moving on to East Georgia State College, where he looks to be a power-hitting outfitter for Coach Jason Mock. Bryson Brooks.
First, I would like to thank God for blessing me with the ability to play the game I love every day. I would like to thank my mom and dad for the countless sacrifices they have made to help me be here. I would also like to thank all the coaches at Calvary for making me the player and person I am today. Go Bobcats.
Cam Houston has been a part of the Calvary baseball program for 5 years and 3 years as a varsity starter. Cam is one of the most consistent players that have ever come through with his even-keeled demeanor, never allowing failure or success to change how he competed. He was looked up to by the younger players. He was one of our top offensive players all season long, leading in most categories. Last week, he became only the 6th player in Calvary's history to score 100 runs. Cam was the engine to our team all year. We are so excited for Cam and what the future holds at the next level. His career stats, he played in 95 games. He had 92 hits, which is 8th all-time, 21 doubles. He had 7 home runs, 102 runs scored, which is 4th all-time, 52 RBIs, 41 stolen bases, a .352 career batting average, a .479 on-base percentage. He was selected to All-Region, All-State in 2024. He's been selected to the All-Region for 2025, and he was recently just named to the GIA All-Star team. He was a team member of the 22, 23, and 24 state championship teams. Cam will be moving on to Albany State University, where he will look to be a middle infielder and an offensive threat for Coach Scott Cummings. Cam Houston.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to start off by thanking God for obviously the passion and the ability to play this game. I want to thank my coaches, the Calvary coaches, and every coach in here, just in passing by all these other sports coaches, just keeping me going, keeping up with what I'm doing. And I want to thank my guys for making me happy every day, no matter what I go through at the school. I know when I go to practice, it's going to be a good day when I see those guys. And lastly, I want to thank my mom for being there through my ups and downs in the field and at home, just bringing me up or putting me down when I need it. And thank you, everybody.
Tommy Irving has been a part of the Calvary baseball program for 5 years and 3 years as a varsity starter. Tom is one of the most intense competitors. He has a drive and a work ethic to be successful that will serve him well in life. Over the past couple of years, Tommy has had to overcome some injuries over the past couple seasons. He has been a part of some of the biggest moments over the last 2 years, closing out both games in dominating fashion in last year's state championship games and his walk-off hit versus Pacelli this year. He has been an impact player offensively, defensively, and on the mound during his time at Calvary. We are excited about Tom's opportunity and his future at the next level. His career stats, he played in 98 games. He had 58 hits, 8 doubles, 2 home runs, 70 runs scored, 47 RBIs, 43 stolen bases, which is 8th all time. He had a .324 career batting average, a .456 on base. He had 6 wins as a pitcher, 3 saves, and 119 strikeouts in 85 innings. He was named last year to All-Region and All-State, and this year has been named to the All-Region team. He was a team member of the 22, 23, and 24 state championship teams. Tommy will be moving on to Southern Union, where he will look to be an impact pitcher and a potential two-way player for Coach Tucker Willard and Coach John Jeans. Tommy Irving.
First of all, I'd just like to thank God for giving me the ability and the passion to pursue baseball, first of all. Secondly, I'd like to thank my parents. My father's birthday is tomorrow, and he's always made me want to play baseball from a young age. And he's the main reason I do it. My mom has always helped me through the ups and downs. Her and my sister have always been there. Third of all, my coaches have always been there for the last 5 years and helped me become the man I am and the ball player I am today. Coach Steve, our AD, has been a great coach. Coach Scoggins, Coach Donahoe have all been there for me. I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out today and go Bison.
Next, Coach Matt Orr will come to speak about Zach Madrigal, who will be signing with Tacoma Falls Soccer, and Brooklyn Van, who will be signing with Sanford University Soccer.
Thank you. I'm excited to have the privilege to come and speak about the two of these fantastic athletes. Starting with Zach. Zach got his start at a really young age playing at Columbus Youth Soccer Club. That's where most kids in Columbus get their start. He got to play for this really solid team called the Tiger Hornets, and we never played against them. So Zach kind of flew under the radar for me. Usually I've played like guys that are eligible to play for my team, old enough to play for my team. I get to see them play or play against them. I'm always looking at talent, looking at athletes. And so Zach was playing for the Tiger Hornets. Then he went on to start his travel career at UMA out of LaGrange. Along that time, my team, I had a travel team, we're called the Columbus Kings, and we were based here out of Columbus. Well, his dad approached me about Zach possibly joining the team. And this goes to talk about the commitment of not only the players, but the families, because travel soccer is expensive, not only in the time, the resources, the hotels, everything that Finley was saying earlier applies to soccer as well. Well, Zach's dad approached me and was like, hey, would you take a look at my son? And we were full at the time. He came back, hey, would you take a look at my son? And eventually I listened to him, and thank God I did, because Zach is not only an incredible soccer player, he did join the Kings. He helped lead the Kings. He led us to an incredible career as a team, but he's just as good of a young man. And getting to see him grow from the time that he was about 13 and see him mature through those super important ages and see him grow in character and as a player has just been such a blessing for me as a coach and just, a friend as well. So Zach played for the Kings, and then we moved on and we started playing, and we started with Alabama FC, a club that's based out of Birmingham. So all of our home games were in Birmingham, and we traveled the state, traveled Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee for all of our away games. So it's quite the commitment. And Zach helped lead us to an incredible season with that team. And then his high school career, he started at Harris County. And he was at Harris County from his freshman through his junior year. And we were blessed to have him come to Calvary for his senior year and help lead our soccer team. If any of you have made it out to a Calvary soccer game, you've seen this kid play, and he is incredible. Toccoa Falls is so fortunate to be getting an athlete of his status. And just so far this year, which is still ongoing for us, Zach has tallied 31 goals, 4 assists, 120 steals. He's made the GIAA All-Star team. And as of Friday, he's going to make the All-Chattahoochee Valley team. So congratulations, Zach, and thank you for trusting us with your senior year.
Hey guys, I just want to start off by thanking my parents for everything that they've done for me, for always being there, and keeping me healthy and making sure I stay on top of things. I also want to thank God for, giving me the talent and the passion for soccer. And then my sisters and my little brother, they also support me so much. So thank you guys. And then thank you, Coach Matt and Coach Jason, for, showing me the ropes here at Calvary. And thank you, boys, for, taking me in like family. Go Eagles.
Now I get the privilege to talk about Brooklyn Band. Said hold it low. I get the privilege to talk about Brooklyn Band. I've never had the opportunity to be Brooklyn's head coach or any direct coach on her team, but as a friend of the family and a coach here at Calvary, I've been able to watch her and her career, not only here at Calvary, but also in travel soccer. Brooklyn is an incredible athlete, one that has made the commitment with travel ball at one of the most elite clubs that there are in the nation, Concord Fire out of Atlanta. And she made that commitment after 5th grade. That's when you started. So she started traveling after 5th grade. She's traveling to Atlanta, sometimes 2.5 hours for practice. Started traveling and made that commitment from 5th grade all the way on until right now. Brooklyn has traveled the country with that team, and she has, it's paid dividends, but she would travel up there for practice 3 to 5 times a week between practices and games. So it's an incredible commitment from her, but also her family. And it takes a special passion to put everything else aside that you have to do to play for that amount of time and that amount of time in a car. Brooklyn has been recognized with Concord Fire on the first team all ECNL Southeast region in 23 and 24. She was second team all ECNL Southeast region in 2022. In 2023, she was Southeast ECNL region champions. She made it to ECNL Nationals in 22, 23, 24, and 25. She's been invited 2 times to train with the U.S. national team at the ID Center, and she's played 3 seasons on Georgia's Olympic development team. In the past 3 years as a goalkeeper in the ECNL for Concord Fire, Brooklyn tallied 38 regular season wins with a win percentage of 81%. With only 8 losses in 3 years, she's had 26 shutouts. Brooklyn averaged a shutout. She averaged a shutout in 55% of her ECNL games. She averaged over 100 saves per season with a 92% save rate. At that level, soccer is incredible because you're facing the most dominant, most ferocious strikers that there are in the country. And she's done that all across. She's traveled to California for multiple events, multiple showcases, Seattle, I believe, Arizona. Everywhere on the West Coast, she has been playing this game that she loves. And for her high school career, she started as an 8th grader. She played forward and goalkeeper whenever she was needed. She plays goalkeeper, obviously, for her travel ball. So we got her on the field here to give her a break from goalkeeper, but also because not only is she a fantastic keeper, she's a fantastic field player. As a field player, she earned 4 varsity letters, state runner-up in 2024. She made All-State 3 times, All-Conference 3 times, All by City 3 times. She won the Calvary Award in 2024. She scored 38 goals and had 30 assists over her 3 years, and she was 10 out of 10 on penalty kick conversions. Brooklyn also lettered 3 years of varsity basketball. She earned the Distinguished Christian Athlete Award in Academics, National Honor Society, and she is foregoing her senior year to start playing for Stanford University. That's extremely rare. She's one of 20 female juniors to reclass in the United States and skip their high school senior year to enter college in 2025. She's only 2 goalkeepers that are doing it. And she's also ranked by Top Drawer Soccer as the 28th best player in the South Atlanta region and one of the top 3 goalkeepers. Congratulations, Brooklyn.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Matt, for all those kind words. First, I would like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ for giving me the talents and abilities to play this sport that I love. I would also like to thank my mom and dad for the sacrifices they have made to allow me to pursue my dream to play college soccer. I would also like to thank my family and friends who have supported me throughout this journey, especially those that are here today. Thank you to my club, my coaches, and teammates. I'm thankful to Coach Yetland and for the Stanford staff for giving me this opportunity and can't wait to join my siblings this fall. Go Bulldogs!
So at this time, we're going to give our student athletes the opportunity to sign their letter of intent. Let's give it up for these incredible student athletes. Just want to thank everyone for coming out today. We're going to give each of them the opportunity to take pictures with family and friends right here with the backdrop. And then we're going to ask if all of our athletes can kind of cycle through and do interviews with the news in the back. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Go ahead.
Right here. You can go ahead and you can hold it or
Clip it
clip
on.
it. Yeah, you can either hold it or clip it. All right. 1 second. Ready? All right, welcome back. I'm here with Calvary baseball player Cam Houston, who's going off to Albany State. Cam, congratulations.
I appreciate it.
What did the signing day mean to you, and what are you looking forward to about being an Albany State Ram?
It means a lot. I know around here, it's kind of looked over. Like, we have people sign all the time. I think we don't take as much time to appreciate how big of an opportunity it is to go and play college ball, because we have people sign every year like, oh, it's just another guy. But it really is a big deal to go and sign and play at the next level and continue your dream. And I'm excited. I mean, Albany, I know a few people from down there. I've met a few people who have went there. They have nothing to say but good things. So I'm really looking forward to it. Coach Hemmings and Coach Martinez have been my guys. Looking forward to getting to work with those guys.
And Columbus State plays Albany State just about every year.
Yes, I go to those games.
You'll have an opportunity to see when you come here to Columbus State, and they'll be able to see you go there. But
Right.
when you think about Albany State and just the team that they have, what are you looking forward to about playing for Albany State? And when do you get started? Like, when does the off-season workouts happen to get prepared for next season?
Just from what I saw, just like their style of play, it just looks like I'd fit in. I went and toured there. I liked everything I saw, the facilities, the school. I've met a few guys who have played here, went there. I've talked to them. They really liked it. So, I just think I'd fit in well, and I think I'm going to have a great time.
All right. Well, congratulations again, and good luck
Yes,
at
sir, I
Albany
appreciate
State. All right, we're going to try to get Tommy Irving here. We're going to just filter through them one by one. Here, come on, Tommy. Man, I tell you, congratulations. You can hold that. First of all, Southern Union. We're familiar with that because CVCC plays them. We've had them on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Choosing Southern Union, that's basically very close out of Wadley. What came into the decision to choose Southern Union?
Their coach reached out, and I went to their school, and it was just their school was awesome. Their coach was even better. Coach Jeans and Coach Willard were just great people, and I went to a few of their games. They were magnificent. Talked to all the players. They just seemed like people I wanted to be around, and obviously the baseball talent there is really good. Just want to get better for my next years there.
Absolutely, and had a chance to see your career the last couple of years. An outstanding pitcher, but when you go to Southern Union, are you going to try to get on the pitching staff? Are you also going to be in the field? I mean, what are you looking forward to about being at Southern Union? And have you considered like what you want to do as far as play in the field?
I know I'm going to go there for pitching wise, but I want to see if I can compete as a hitter.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like my potential hasn't been fully reached yet, and I'm only going to get better. I really want to compete as either a corner outfitter or like a second baseman or something, because I feel like I could do it. Anything I put my mind to, I think I can do.
Well, I'm telling you, we're going to be pulling for you. And when Southern Union's playing CVCC on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, we'll be rooting for you, even though it's a CVCC broadcast. But yeah, good luck at Southern Union, and appreciate you, and congratulations on your signing day.
Thank you.
All right, Tommy Irving, he is headed to Southern Union. All right, we got to get Bryson Brooks. You got to get the trio of the baseball players. Bryson, congratulations, East Georgia State College. First of all, I mean, a tough way to end the season, but you guys had a fantastic season in the first year in the GIAA. That home run that you hit in that Game 3 against Strong Rock, I mean, it just landed a few days ago. But I'm telling you, what a season! Congratulations. What came into the decision to go sign to East Georgia State?
They just really love me. They really show that they believe in me and they think I can compete at the next level. So I went there and I visited and it felt like home. So I knew it was the right choice.
Absolutely. And when you talk about, like, obviously you're a position player, and have you talked to the coach, any of the coaching staff on what is expected, especially for the off-season workouts and getting ready to play next season?
Not really, because I haven't got there yet. But I'm in the group chat and stuff. They talk about it, but it's just I don't know until I get there. All that stuff.
Well, Bryson, congratulations on all your success. You had a very successful Calvary career, and we were truly honored to have you and the Calvary team on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Such great, exciting moments, and good luck at East Georgia State, and we'll be pulling for you. And I don't know, that's a junior college, right? So they might be playing CVCC maybe? I don't know. Hopefully we can get them on the schedule because we'll be able to see you on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Bryson Brooks, everybody, he is headed to East Georgia State College. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll try to get some more Calvary athletes here on the Calvary Signing Day on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right. All right, welcome back to Calvary Signing Day. I'm here with Brooklyn Van going off to Samford University for soccer. We have the privilege of not only live streaming your soccer matches, but also your basketball games for the past couple of years. Congratulations. So what came to the decision to choose Samford University?
Well, first of all, I love winning, and so getting there at Stanford University, they've built such a great program of known for winning, and they're one of the best in the SoCon, and so I want to win, and so being able to go there is exciting for me, and I just want to come in and compete and be able to ready to play.
Absolutely. And do you know what position you're going to play? Goalie, midfielder?
I'm playing goalkeeper there.
Awesome.
Yes,
yeah, we talk about like soccer is huge in Columbus. You played for Concord Fire South in Atlanta. Did you play for any of the club teams here in Columbus, like Concord Fire South here in Columbus? Or
I did play for Concord Fire South. It was actually known as Red Star before.
That's right.
And so I played there in CYSC. In my youth years, and then I went to Red Star, and now I'm in Concord Fire in Atlanta.
Well, I'll tell you what, Samford, we know about their accolades, being in the SoCon, like you mentioned, with UT Chattanooga, Mercer. I mean, there'll be some opportunities. Birmingham's not that far away.
Right.
They'll be able to. Are you guys going to play your soccer matches at Protective Stadium, or do they have like another soccer field that?
They do have a soccer field that they have their own little section. It's by the high school there, and it's a really nice stadium, and it's great.
So you're gonna be in the fall. You're gonna be rooting for the Samford Bulldogs playing at the FCS level. I'll tell you, best of luck to you, and we appreciate you, and congratulations on all your success,
Thank you so much.
and good luck at Samford.
Thank you.
All right, Brooklyn Van, we're gonna try to get Zach Madrigal. He's actually being interviewed right now by WTVM. But this is Calvary Signing Day here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Right back after this. Thank you. All right, we are rolling along here on Calvary Signing Day. We're here with Zach Madrigal, probably one of the top strikers in this area. I tell you, first of all, your season's not even done yet. You guys are going to play Fulton Science. You're the number 6 seed on to the second round in the GIAA soccer playoffs. First of all, congratulations on a terrific season. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
But you've agreed to sign with Toccoa Falls. By the way, it's very nice up there in the northeast part of Georgia. So what were the decisions that went into going to sign with Toccoa Falls?
So I went up there maybe 3 months ago for a camp. Coach Nathan invited me up there to showcase my skills. Went up there, truly fell in love with the campus and the surroundings, the team, coach. Just a great place to be, and I absolutely loved it.
I do have to ask because Columbus does have 3 outdoor soccer teams. Are you playing for any of the teams, or have you considered playing semi-pro?
I did play semi-pro with Colga Elite this last season, but I think I'm gonna take a break, rest on my own. Definitely do some drills by myself over the summer, and then pick it up in the fall.
And your Coach Orr, mentioned that you played at Harris County,
Mhm.
so you're pretty familiar with Rick Beach and Kudzu Sports, right?
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah. And first of all, I mean, great success to you, and I'm excited to see you guys in the second round of the GIAA playoffs. Yeah, best of luck to you, and congratulations on signing with Toccoa Falls.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Zach Madrigal, we're not going to take a break. We're going to get Finley Jeffers over here. Thanks, Zach. We're going to get Finley Jeffers. Go ahead right here. By the way, going to Columbus State, 2-time tennis champion Finley Jeffers here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Obviously, you're staying home,
Yes.
signing with Columbus State, one of the top, not only in the Peach Belt Conference, but in the entire NCAA Division II. Obviously, what was the decision, besides wanting to stay at home, that you chose Columbus State?
The level of their program is something that you can't find everywhere. The resources that they offer for their players is something hard to beat.
Yeah, there's no question about that. I know that Calvary being in their first year in the GIAA, what was the difference playing like the GAPS competition compared to the GIAA competition? Obviously, you win back-to-back state championships. Was the path a little bit more difficult?
I would definitely say it was. In the GAPS division, it was more of the smaller public school or the smaller private schools, and so the athletic pool was just a little bit smaller. But then we had the bigger private schools in the second division we were in, and so it was definitely a lot tougher this year. But training over the summer really helped me there.
Now you're a singles player, but did you also play doubles?
I played doubles in some of our region matches, but I specialize in singles.
Absolutely. And have you got a head start at Columbus State? When do they expect you on campus, start training for upcoming season?
Summer workouts are something I plan to participate in, but the coach is super gracious on letting his players kind of go back home over the summertime. So no on-court training in the summer, but definitely weight room training.
I'll tell you, there are plenty of public tennis courts to play. Cooper Creek, you got the courts at Columbus State. What is your favorite tennis court you like playing on? What surface do you like playing on?
Cooper Creek feels like home to me. I normally train on their hard courts, but I love to play too.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations and good luck at
Thank
CSU.
you so much.
We'll be pulling for you and wish you the best of luck when you head over to Columbus State to play tennis.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Finley Jeffers, 2-time GIAA state champion here. It's Calvary Signing Day. We're going to wrap this up with Coach Smith, and we'll be right back with a quick break. Don't go anywhere. All right. Calvary Signing Day in the books. I'm here with the athletic director and baseball coach, Coach Steve Smith. Coach, why is it important to have signing days like this? Obviously, this was a huge crowd. A lot of family members, students were filling the bleachers. I think we see this all the time with signing days where it's a big crowd because it's about the students, especially because they're making a lifelong decision to choosing where they want to play at the collegiate level.
I mean, it's a culmination of a lot of hard work. A lot of people have poured into these athletes. It's a ton of time and dedication and discipline. It's a huge accomplishment. I mentioned in my opening remarks, 7% or 8% of high school athletes get an opportunity to play at the next level. And when you start breaking it down in the individual sports, you see how rare it actually is. So, and that's just the first part, is getting the opportunity. The next part is now you got to go there and you got to prove yourself and put yourself in a position to really be able to compete at the next level. But, why is it important? Because we get an opportunity to really celebrate the accomplishment of what it means to get the opportunity to play at the next level. It gives the parents and the other students and faculty and coaches an opportunity to be a part of it as well. So it's a special day. It's something that those athletes have, for a lot of them, have been really working towards for the last 5 to 7 years, and maybe some of them even more than that.
Yeah, and we got a chance to get to know not only the members of your baseball team, but two-time state champion Finley Jeffers for tennis. She's staying here at Columbus State. We got Zach Madrigal, one of the top strikers in this area. He's going to Toccoa Falls. Brooklyn Van, who not only plays on the basketball team, a great goalkeeper. But I do want to talk about your three individuals on the baseball team. Cam Houston, Bryson Brooks, and Tommy Irving, who were an integral part of your state championship runs in the gaps.
Yeah.
What do these three seniors mean to you, especially with them going on to the next level after Calvary?
Yeah, I mean, all three of them, we knew when they were freshmen that they were really talented. It was a matter of trying to pull out, the potential in them. We felt like when they were freshmen that they had a really good skill set, but really need to get stronger, need to get more athletic, and really to put themselves in a position that if they wanted to play baseball at the next level, and to a testament of the work that they put in, they all three of them put themselves in that situation. But you're right. I mean, last year, really all three of those guys played a huge role in the success of our season. And really the success of our season this year. But what they mean to me, I mean, they're three incredible young men, guys that when you're with them for 4 years, you develop a special bond with them, and it's going to be tough. They're not going to be there next year, and that's the case with high school sports. When you graduate kids, you miss the impact that they have, and you miss the opportunity that you get a chance to be with them every day going forward.
Now, that was the head basketball coach, Jonathan Gordon, by the way. Coach, this puts a bow on sports for the school year. In your mind, what is like your overall assessment of the first year in the GIAA?
Well, we're not done yet. Soccer won in the first
Oh, that's
round.
right. They are taking on Fulton Science on Friday.
Correct.
I was talking to Coach Orr.
Yeah.
They got a big win over Mount DeSales, and they're still here. But yeah, just talk about like in general, like when you look at the entire calendar year for sports.
I mean, I definitely would look at it and say, I mean, I've had that question asked several times, and we made the right move. This was absolutely the right move for us to move into GIA. It's gonna push all of our entire sports that we offer. It's gonna push all of them to really be focused on how do we continue to keep improving. Stuff like today, again, is the reason why we do what we're doing. We're trying to really push competition to help better prepare these kids to be able to play at the next level. So I mean, I look at it as we've had some bumps in the road. I think for the sports that have had success inside of gaps, they came into this year and showed that they can compete at this level. I think and even in the case of someone like a Finley Jeffers, dominant in gaps, dominant in GIA.
Absolutely.
And really, this is just the beginning. You're going to see a lot from Calvary Athletics over the next couple of years in GIA. Winning state championships, winning region championships. It really is just the start of it for us. So we're excited. We look back at this year and say we learned, and we're going to grow a lot from it.
Absolutely. We got one more team that's going to be taking on Fulton Science, and we're pulling for the Calvary boys soccer team. And hopefully they could get to that state championship on May the 28th. Coach, thank you so much for allowing Georgia Alabama Sports Live to live stream this signing day. And I know the fall sports will be here before you know it. Yep. 3 more months, and we'll be hitting the ground running with softball, volleyball, and football.
Can't wait.
All right. That's athletic director and baseball coach Steve Smith. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Calvary Signing Day. Hope you have a great rest of your day.